Alright guys, today we have a 2010 Nissan Murano and we're gonna do an oil change in this car. To do oil change, you're gonna come under the car, you're gonna come across to the passenger side of the car. In the front you're gonna see an oil pan right here, and that's a drainer right there, and that's a 14 millimeter. And what you're gonna need is a 14 millimeter wrench or a socket, or a socket with a ratchet. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this. Alright, and once you have it loose, you can remove this drain plug and release the oil. Alright, there's a drain the drain plug, and I'm gonna wipe that down with a rag, and I'm gonna put it somewhere safe because I'm gonna reuse the same drain plug. Just make sure the washer look good on it and the drain plug looks good itself. And we're gonna wait till this oil drains out, and then we'll go across a little bit further. On this end you're gonna see an oil filter there. Alright, we're gonna change that oil filter. So let's give this good 10 minutes to drain out. Again, this is a 2010 Nissan, and we're doing an oil change on this car. Alright guys, it's dark, I know that, but right by the tire over here, I'm doing the oil change right to the right here. If you come right by the belt, you're gonna see oil filter right here. We're gonna remove this oil filter. The oil is still draining, and we're gonna give that good 10 minutes. But meanwhile, we can remove this filter and change this filter. Alright, so all you need is a wrench, and the oil is draining right here a little bit to that side. At the same time, we can remove this filter because the bucket can be used to bring the oil down into it, because this filter is gonna have some oil. Alright, I got this filter almost out. Alright, here it is. I have the filter out. Just make sure the seal with the filter comes out. Let me bring my light down so I can show you what we're looking at. Alright, here's the filter. See that O-ring on the filter, that black circle? That's a seal for the filter, right? Make sure that comes down with it, alright? Because you don't want that seal left behind. Because the new filter, here's a new filter, 4612. That's the number on this. If you're using the same size, same part number here, I'm using a pure letter. Alright, that's the filter. If that seal from the O-ring stays behind and you don't take a look up there or on the filter, so when you're gonna put this filter back, there's gonna be two seals, and one seal might move a little bit curved to the angle, and you're gonna have a massive leak. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, on the new filter, make sure you put a little bit of oil on this seal right here, right? And the reason is because when it goes against the housing there, the seal is gonna slick on. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take my light back again. My light inside somewhere there, hopefully we can see. All right, so I'm gonna take this filter and I'm gonna tighten this filter by hand. All right, you don't need to use any tools. Make sure it's nice and tight by hand tight, pretty much. All right, that's it. This is nice and tight. All right, so that's done. I'll wipe off this extra oil here, this excessive oil. I'll just wipe it down with a rag. You can spray some brake cleaner, parts cleaner. Alright, or you can just wipe it down with the rag. What I'll do is I'll take my camera across this way now. Alright, there's the oil on this side also from the filter that we changed. I'll wipe that down, and the oil is still draining, as you can see. what I'm gonna do next is let's close this drainer, and then we'll bring the car down and put the oil in this car. This car takes about 5 quarts. 5 quarts. You can put in 5 quarts, and then I'll show you the number you need on this, the oil number that you need on the for this car. Alright guys, so this is complete. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this drain plug and I'm gonna put this drain plug back. Always wipe off the extra oil, and do not forget to tighten this. Alright, at this point you're pretty much done. All you have to do is bring the car down, put the oil in, and then reset the oil light. And I'll do a video on that, how to reset the oil light. It'd be a different video, but you could take a look at it. I'll put a video up after this oil change video. Alright guys, so we're into the hood now. Right here is where we're gonna put the oil foam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this cap, and we're gonna get a funnel. We're gonna put a funnel there, and we're gonna put oil in this car, 5 quarts, and you're gonna use 5W20. That's the oil. If you decide to use a different oil, if your car is burning oil, and it's up to you, you know, but just make sure you put enough oil in there. Alright guys, so here's the funnel, and I'm gonna be using 5W20. I'm gonna put 5 quarts in there. This is one. Here comes the second one. This is third. Alright. And then we have 4. And then the last one. After you finish putting oil in, make sure you put that cap back on. I have had some guys work for me. They leave that cap loose. After that, I had to give a lot of warnings, and I've been saying that a lot in my videos. And the reason is because if you leave that cap loose, even the dipstick, if you leave it sticking out. I had cars with check engine light on. Then they had conditions such as lean, misfire, you know, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna suck air through here, extra air unmonitored by the airflow sensor, and that's gonna cause lean conditions, misfire conditions. I had a Volkswagen Golf. The guy left the dipstick open. He was just sticking out a little bit, so it was sucking massive amount of air from there, vacuum leak. Alright, so there we have it. Alright, 2010 Nissan Murano. How to do an oil change. Make sure the cap is tight, guys, and you're finished.